Hello grade 8 students. Today our lesson 15.1 is about what are waves. A wave is a repeating disturbance that transfers energy from one place to another without transferring matter. Here we have an example. We have a students are making a chain. The first student is moving up and down or vibrating up and down. The energy of his vibration will transfer to the second student, to the third student, until it will reach the last one. As you can see in this figure, as the energy is transferring from the first student to the last one, the energy will make the students only to move up and down without changing their position, and this is the wave. So the wave will transfer this energy from the first student to the last one, that will make them to move up and down without changing in their positions. Now you should know also the wave transfers energy from the source of energy outward in all directions. In this example, here we have a raft. The raft is at rest at the surface of water, and this is the initial position of the raft. Now we have a wave. Its direction is horizontal to the right. This wave is horizontal to the right. Now as the wave passes by the raft, the wave will make the raft and the gear only to move up and down. So as the wave passes by the raft and the girl, the energy of this wave will only make the raft and the girl to move up and down without changing the position of the raft and the girl. At the end, the raft returns to its initial position. Now how the energy will transfer in this case? Due to the collision between water particles, the energy will transfer from one particle of water to another particle of water without changing the position of the particles. For this reason, the raft and the girl will only move up and down without changing in the position, until the wave passes the raft and continues to move across the pool. Now we have two types of waves. The first type is mechanical wave, and the second type is the electromagnetic waves. We will start with the mechanical waves. Mechanical waves can travel only through matter or materials, which is called medium. So the matter, which is the medium, can be solid, liquid and gas, but not vacuum. So again, mechanical waves can travel only through matter or a material that we call it medium, which is solid, liquid or gas. Mechanical waves, like a wave on a rope, wave on a string, or wave, sound wave, all these waves are mechanical waves that can travel only through matter, solid, liquid and gas. Now we have two types of mechanical waves. The first one is the transverse wave, and later on in this lesson you will take the longitudinal wave. We will start with the transverse waves. The transverse wave, in which the direction of the disturbance is perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Example, you have a wave that is passing through a rope, and the rope will move only up and down. So for example, we have a rope, you are holding it from this point, and the second end of the rope is attached to a wall. So when you move your hand up and down, the rope also will move up and down, will move up and down. So here we have the particles of the medium, which is the rope, solid, the particles of this medium are moving up and down, and the direction of the wave is horizontally to the right. So again, the particles of the medium are moving vertically up and down, and the direction of the movement of the particles is perpendicular to the direction of the wave, which is traveling horizontally to the right. Now the transverse wave, wavelength is the measurement from a point on a wave to the same point on the next wave. So we can measure it from this point to this point, for example. Now, what are the parts of a transverse wave? First of all, if we don't have any wave is passing through the rope, here we call it the rest position. Rest position, when there is no wave is passing through the rope, for example, or maybe at the surface of the water, no wave, this position we call it a rest position. Now when you shake your hand up and down, you are vibrating the rope, you are giving it energy, so this energy will pass through the rope and it will move up and down also. Now the direction of the wave is again horizontally to the right. It can be to the left, but here we have it to the right. And the disturbance, the direction of the disturbance is up and down. The particles of this rope are moving up and down, perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Now the highest point at the transverse wave, we call it a crest, and the trough is the lowest point on the transverse wave. Back again to the wavelength. Again, a wavelength can be measured from a point on this wave to the same point on the next wave. So it can be measured from the crest to crest, or from trough to trough, or from the starting point of the wave to the ending point of a wave. In order to count one complete wave, it should have crest and trough. This is the complete wave. Now the second type of the mechanical waves is the longitudinal waves. The longitudinal waves, in which the particles now in a medium move parallel to the direction the wave travels. For example, the sound wave, vibration on a spring. And the sound wave, for example, while you are talking, your sound wave will travel through air. Also can travel through solid or liquid. Now when your sound wave travels through air, the particles of air will vibrate forward and backward, the same as the direction of the wave, which is also horizontally. Maybe it is to the right or maybe it is to the left. But here in this case, the vibration of the particles of the medium is parallel to the direction of the wave. Here we have the direction of the wave. Here we have it to the right, it can be also to the left again. Now the particles of air are vibrating forward, backward. They are not vibrating up and down like the rope. So they are vibrating only backward, forward, and parallel to the direction of the wave. This is an example about the longitudinal wave, which is the sound wave. Now, the second example is about longitudinal wave on a spring. Now we are vibrating the spring forward and backward. How? For example, you can catch or compress 4 to 5 coils each turn of the spring. We call it a coil. So you can compress, for example, let's say 5 turns of this spring. Then you release them. As the wave now passing through the spring or the turns of the spring will only vibrate forward and backward. Now the direction of the wave also will be forward to the right and backward to the left. Also in this case, the direction of the wave is parallel to the vibration of the particles in the medium. I mean the turns of the spring are vibrating forward, backward, the same as the direction of the wave, which will be to the right and then to the left, parallel to each other. Now we have two regions in the longitudinal wave. The region where the particles are compressed together, we call it compression, and the second region we call it rarefaction, where the particles are farthest apart. Now, sound waves. Sound waves are an example of longitudinal waves that travels in solid, liquid, and gases. It is made of a series of compressions and rarefactions due to the vibration of the cone inside the speaker in and out. Now, water waves are a combination of transverse and longitudinal waves. Wind produces most waves in oceans and lakes by pushing on the surface of the water. And here also we have an example about waves, mechanical waves I mean, which is the seismic waves. The seismic waves in earth crust, called again seismic waves, that causes earthquake. Seismic waves are mechanical waves that travel within Earth on Earth's surface. There are both longitudinal and transverse seismic waves. In some places, parts of Earth's upper layers can move along a crack called a fault. The movement of Earth's upper layers along a fault produces seismic waves. Now, what causes this wave, mechanical wave? Now, a vibration is a back and forth or up and down movement of an object. This vibration will cause this wave. Now, vibrating objects are the source of energy that produce or causes the mechanical waves. In this example, you are shaking a rope. The direction of the wave again is horizontally, and the vibration of the rope is up and down vertically. So this type of wave is transverse wave because the vibration of the rope is perpendicular to the direction of the wave. So when you move your hand up and down once, you are producing only one wave with one crest and one trough. If you move your hand several times up and down, you are creating multiple waves. Now, if you move your hand one time up and down and then you stop, the wave will continue to transfer along the rope. Here you have the same idea. If you move or shake your hand up and down for several times and then you stop, the wave along the rope will not stop. It will continue moving along the rope. Now the second type of waves is the electromagnetic waves. The electromagnetic waves can travel through matter and vacuum. Both. So it is a wave that can travel through matter and empty space, which we name it vacuum. No need the medium to travel. The electromagnetic waves are transverse wave. Now the example of the electromagnetic waves, we have the radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, and gamma rays. Now the type of electromagnetic waves given off by an object depends mainly on the temperature of the object. For example, humans and other objects near human body temperature also give mostly infrared waves. Water objects give us infrared and visible light. Now some animals such as the copperhead are detectors for perceiving the infrared waves given off their prey. Thank you and good luck.